All right, guys, we are back with round four hat format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got Lou on the left playing a Chaos Dragon deck versus Donnell Dnasty on the right playing Sylvans. So it looks like Donnell upstarts into Lone Fire. So this was the last round of Swiss. The tournament was 4 rounds of Swiss, cut the top four. So winner is guaranteed in, losers out. Lou's already got one win on the channel, while Dnasty has 7. But both of their wins came in, or all 8 of their wins combined came in Edison. Neither one of these guys ever won in Tengu or Hat. So Donnell summons Hermitry off the Lone Fire and activates Hermitry's effect. Hermitry's effect is once per turn, you can activate the top card of your deck. If it's a plant type monster, you draw 1 card. But Lou with the effect Veiler negates Hermitry's effect. Now Donnell sets a back row. Now who am I rooting for? Definitely Lou. He's playing the more interesting deck versus Donnell's playing Sylvans, and I've played Sylvans a bunch on the channel, so I'm actually always rooting against Sylvans because I just don't. I featured too much Sylvans on the channel because I always play. It's the only deck I've played, so yeah, I'm definitely rooting against Donnell. So he emptiness is the tour guide, and yeah, tour guide special summons a level 3 or low. I forgot tour guide's exact effect. Especially I'm in a level 3 fiend from your deck, right? So he attacks over the tour guide. Tour guide from the underworld. Let me remember its exact effect. It's like this card special on a level 3 fiend monster from your hand or deck. And it can be used as a synchro material. Right, so Lou sets a monster. This emptiness might just win Donnell the game. So he attacks over, because you can tell he's not even using the Hermitry's effect. He attacks over Eclipse Wyvern. Eclipse Wyvern's effect is if it's sent to the graveyard, you banish a level 7 or higher light or dark dragon from your deck. And if Eclipse Wyvern gets banished, you add that card to your hand. Now, one thing I want to mention, because Donnell complained to me already numerous times. I guess he's a little jealous because I always bring up other people's credentials when they're on camera, but apparently I never bring up his. But Donnell has 2 YCS tops. He got top 4 at YCS Chicago in 2015 with Necros, and he made top 16 at a YCS in what YCS was it? 2019. I forgot what deck he was playing. I stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh at that time, so 2019, was it Orchist? Might have been Orchist. That Orchist format, I don't know that. But yeah, there you go, Donnell. Hope you're happy. Anyways, Lou summons Curry Bandit. Curry Bandit's effect is the turn is normal summon during the end phase. You contribute it to excavate the top 5 cards of your deck. And out of those 5s, you add a spell or trap to your hand. The rest go to the graveyard. Alright, so we're 73 to 8K. He added the allure off of the Curry Bandit, and I don't know what's taking so long, but pass. One thing I do want to mention is Donnell, for those of you guys who've been watching the channel for a long time, know Donnell's notoriously slow. Lou's not the fastest player either, so I wouldn't be surprised if these two go into time. I know because last time I faced Lou, he and I went to time, and I remember I was rushing. I couldn't even think my plays through because he was higher on life points, and I had to do I had to basically, I was much lower in life, and I remember I didn't even have time to think through my plays, and I barely won because time was called on my turn. Anyways, here he allures. Allures away his Collapse Serpent. God, I love those cards. Collapse Serpent, River Burster. Bring back good memories. Alright, so he summons Raiden. Raiden's effect is once per turn. I believe it's a hard once per turn. You mill the top 2 cards of your deck during your main phase. Alright, come on, Raiden. Raiden mills Tour Guide and Maxi. Yeah, this reminds me of the 2012 Chaos Dragon deck. The only difference is he has the River Burster now, and Collapse Serpent, and Soul Charge. So he's just going to mill. Yeah, he can't deal with the emptiness. Now, the thing about Hat format is, since obviously Heavy Storm is banned, for those guys who may not know, and there's no Trune, there's no Cold Wave, so we do have 3 MSTs, but a lot of people don't main deck MST. So if your deck loses to emptiness, sometimes you just get wrecked by it. I know that because I play Sylvans, and sometimes people just flip up emptiness on me. But the difference is I play Sylvans, so I do have the red mushroom to out it in my deck, versus most decks don't. Like Lou's deck, the only card that I can think of that he has to out emptiness if he doesn't make deck MST is Lila. So maybe he plays one charge and a Lila in his deck. Now Lucett's a monster, so we're at 36 to 8,000. I'm rooting against Donnell. All right. Come on, Donnell. Hurry it up, man. Hurry up, Donnell. Look at this. And he says he does not play slow. What do you guys think? Remember, this video is sped up 1.4 times, I think. Look at this. Look at his back row again. The same one. There we go. Finally. So he summons Princess Sprout. Princess Sprout has two effects. Its on-field effect is you contribute it to excavate the top card of your deck. Then you can place one Sprout monster from your graveyard on top of your deck. Its other effect is when it's excavated, you can special summon it from your graveyard, declare level 1 through 8, and it becomes that level. But I believe you have to declare it in the graveyard. Yeah, it matters. Because it might change. Yeah, you have to declare there. So it looks like he's going to try to use Hermitry's effect, but Lou breakthrough skills. And here comes Rose Archer from Donnell. He discards Rose Archer. You can see there Lou's reading it. Rose Archer's effect is if you control a face-up plant-type monster, you can discard it from your hand to the graveyard to negate a trap card. Negate the effect. So Lou's at what, 36? So he's going to bring back the princess and make it 8 or 7. Oh, if he has Sage Koya, this is game. Yep, Sage Koya is Chainlink 1, Sage Koya. He could just go Alce. He didn't even have to go with the 36. Yeah, you didn't even have to go Aurea. But I think he's going to go Aurea. But which plays better, Aurea or Alce? I guess you'd rather have the Hermitry on the field than the Sage Koya. So maybe Aurea is better. But yeah, see, he didn't even have to excavate right here. It was, unless if you're trying to hit a Marshall Leaf. Maybe he's trying to hit a Marshall Leaf. Okay, yeah, that's probably why he excavated. He's like, I'm trying to hit a Marshall Leaf. So he's going to use Aurea's effect. Aurea has two effects, but he's using the first effect. For this effect, you don't detach a material. Basically, you send a plant monster from your hand or phrase it from your side of the field to look at the top cards of your deck depending on the level of the plant you sent and rearrange them in any order. Then you detach a material to excavate up to 3 cards from your deck. Yeah, so he's going to do 1. And then based on the number of plants you hit, you return that many cards on the field to the owner's hand. It does not target, and that is game, yeah. He could also made Alce here. Would Alce have been better? Well, Alce would have guaranteed you skip his draw phase. But then it didn't matter. It was game. But you never know. You might get unlucky and not hit a plant with Aurea. It happened to me one time. I couldn't believe it. I looked at the top 8 cards on my deck. I just needed to hit one plant. Didn't hit a single plant. It cost me the match. I forgot what I was playing against. It stings in my memory. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, how did I not see a plant at 8 cards? They were all spells. I forgot who I was playing against, but I couldn't believe it. Anyways, so Donnell takes game 1. Game 2, Lou summons Raiden, Mills 2, then special summons Collapse Serpent. Collapse Serpent, you can special summon it from your hand. It's like a Chaos Sorcery, but except you only have to banish 1 light monster. But you can only special summon Collapse Serpent once per turn this way. That and him and Riverburster. Collapse Serpent's effect is if it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you add a Riverburster from your deck to your hand. And Riverburster is the exact same effect as Collapse Serpent, except it's the opposite. It's a light monster. So you banish Darks for Riverburster, and if Riverburster leaves the field, you search a Collapse Serpent. I remember I used to play these cards in my shit all deck. And I think people played it in Dragon Link in down the road. I wasn't playing at that time, but I remember people said that those cards were really good in Dragon Link. Okay, so Donnell with the double upstart. Usually I like to hold one of the upstarts, but maybe he already has Sylvan Charity, so it doesn't matter. So he's probably just trying to slim down his deck, dig for cards. So here comes the Sylvan Field spell. That one's effect is you send a plant time monster from your hand or face it from your side of the field to stack any Sylvan card on top of your deck. A lot of times I will put Charity and then Upstart into Charity if I need to dig for like Soul Charge or Miracle Furt. This is why I think Sylvans is one of the best decks in half format is because of Sylvan Charity. Like no other deck has a Sylvan Charity. That's why I think it's, to me, this deck is S tier. I know some people don't believe in it, but that's crazy to me. All right, so here he's going to Valor. Lou is going to Valor the Hermitry. And now he's going to play the Sylvan Charity. So Sylvan Charity's effect is, I think we went over at game one. Draw 3, put 2 back on top. At least one of them has to be a Sylvan. Donnell's reading Mount Sylvania. Donnell has not won in months. It's because some of you guys who maybe remember Donnell was temporarily suspended by our locals. But he's back. Glad to have him back. Donnell's my boy. But he plays slow, man. He's like every time I play him, I always have to call him out. Come on, Donnell. He's like the only person. I need to start calling out Lou too, though. Lou plays pretty slow as well. All right, so he's going to put the Princess Sprout back on top. And the Terraforming. Yes, Princess Sprout and Terraforming. His Hermitry got Valored, so... Yeah, you just have to reveal one Sylvan card. They don't need to know the order that you're stacking. For those of you guys may be wondering. So he can't run over the Scrap Dragon, and now he passes. Donnell might just get OTK'd right here. He's at AK. He's reading Miracle Fur. Yeah, if you get rid of the Hermitry, the Miracle Fur gets destroyed. But if you get rid of the Miracle Fur, it doesn't. So yeah, this is looking bad for Donnell. He's in a Special Summon Wyver Burster. He can pop the Wyver Burster with Scrap Dragon. Pop the Hermitry, search Collapse Serpent. Activate Scrap. Pop Wyver Burster. Yeah, come on, man. Pop the Hermitry. Now, Wyver Burster effect. Okay, Donnell's going to try to get Sage Koya. Will Sage Koya miss timing here? I'm guessing it doesn't. Yeah, because Scrap Dragon, target, destroy both. Okay, yeah, I don't think it misses timing. I think it's... Will it miss timing? What do you guys think? It can miss timing, but I'm guessing it doesn't miss timing here. So he's going to search for Collapse Serpent. Yep. So, Sage Koya, you can special summon it from your hand when a Sylvan is sent from the... I think when a Sylvan is sent to the graveyard. Yeah, when a Sylvan is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon Sage Koya from hand. You can do it during your opponent's turn, too. But... I'm not sure in this scenario if it would miss timing. Okay. So this might stop Donnell from getting OTK'd that he dropped the Sage Koya. I think that's why he did it. He's like, I'm going to drop Sage Koya so that Lou doesn't OTK me because he probably knows I'm going to get OTK'd. He has a baby. Now he can't get OTK. I mean, what's his hand? His hand is Collapse Serpent, Blaster, Light Pulsar Dragon, Soul Charge, and another card. I don't know what the other card is, but I don't think he can OTK him. He's only got 2 dragons in the graveyard. So... What if he would have special summoned Eclipse? Can he have special summon? If you pop Scrap Dragon, Light Pulsar with Scrap Dragon, does it miss timing? What can you grab back with Wyver Burster and Collapse Serpent? I don't know. Can you even special summon those guys? There's so much stuff that I don't remember. Can you special summon the Wyver Burster? Anyways, here comes a Soul Charge from Lou. So for those guys who may not know, Soul Charge's effect is target any number of monsters in your graveyard, special summon them, and if you do, you take 1,000 for each, and you cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you use Soul Charge. You can activate 1 Soul Charge per turn. Then he used Raiden's effect to mills Eclipse Wyvern, banishes Red Med. I don't know if that changes anything. Does that help him OTK? Well, no, he can't OTK because he's Soul Charge. Never mind. He needed to mill. Okay, so he's going to special summon Wyver Burster, or Collapse Serpent. Add back the Red Med. Okay, yeah, no, you cannot special summon the Wyver Burster and Collapse Serpent. I'm trying to refresh my memory. I haven't seen these cards in years. So yes, they cannot be special summoned except from your hand by their own effect. And they cannot be normal summoners set either. So what is Lou's play? I don't think Lou could have OTK'd Donnell, but I think he could have done like 6,600 damage, guys. See, he has Curry Bandit in his hand. So what he could have done was he could have. No, he couldn't have. That's got to be game, right? Okay, maybe what I would have done if I was in Lou's shoes is he has Pulsar Dragon in his hand and Curry Bandit, right? And Collapse Serpent. And he had Dark Arm and River Burster in the graveyard. Maybe he couldn't. No, I think he could have, because look, he's going to Special Summon Blaster by banishing Collapse Serpent and River Burster. Maybe he could have summoned the Blaster, had Blaster, Scrap Dragon, and then summon Curry. No, I don't know. But again, me knowing Sylvans, this is an easy, like, this is not a threatening field for Donnell at all. Maybe the play was just to do as much damage as possible instead of making this play and then have Soul Charge or follow up. But he has he Curry Banded into another Soul Charge or Dark Hole, so it doesn't matter that much. But yeah, I was thinking maybe if I was in Lou's shoes, I probably would have just tried to do as much damage as possible and then have Soul Charge for follow up. But it doesn't matter, he got another Soul Charge off Curry Bandit. But okay, so end phase. Okay, the Mount Sylvania has another effect. During your opponent's end phase, you can excavate the top card of your deck. If it's a plant. If it's not a plant, you can either A, keep it on top of your deck or put it at the bottom. But he hits a princess, then special summons another Sage Koya. So yeah, already Donnell could potentially wipe. He has a lot of choices. He can go Big Eye, take the Scrap Dragon, but then he has Stardust to stop the Scrap Dragon. He can go Big Eye, take the Crimson Blader, and Crimson Blader Lou, but Lou does have Soul Charge. And he has what? Raiden in his graveyard? Does he have a way to make Exciton Knight? I think he does. I think he can make Exciton Knight. So let's see what Donnell's ending board looks like. So Donnell could go Aurea here. So he's going to excavate for, say, maybe trying to hit something. Yeah. I'm trying to see what would I do if I'm in Donnell's shoes. Again, he has an Aurea play and he has a Big Eye play. But we don't know the rest of Donnell's hand. We don't know if he has Soul Charge. We don't know if he has Miracle Furt. So he's going to Big Eye the Crimson Blader. But again, this is not going to stop Lou from making Exciton. I'm pretty sure Lou can make Exciton Knight with that Soul Charge. But maybe he can go like Felgrand. He can go Crimson Blader Felgrand. But you can't deal with the Scrap Dragon right now. Oh man, this has been a long second game. Okay, so Donnell does have the Miracle Fur, so he's going to activate Miracle Fur. Target. Yeah, he could have made Aurea Felgrand, try to bounce, but you have to hit 3 plants. This is an interesting field. I'm trying to think of, instead of making the Big Eye, if he makes Aurea Felgrand, and it depends on how many plants he hits off the Aurea. If he hits 3 plants, he doesn't even have to hit 3. He just needs to hit 2. Bounce them back. But you know Lou's got Blaster. So yeah, Donnell was in a tough spot. I'm not going to lie. So the Crimson Blader doesn't seem too bad. Maybe he's got something to stop the Exciton. I mean, if he has Emptiness, then it's just GG. But so he goes for Alcei, and now he's going to Crimson Blader over the Stardust and hit him with 23. So yeah, Crimson Blader's effect is when it destroys a opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, until the end of the next turn, your opponent cannot special summon level 5 or higher monsters. Now, Alcei the rank 8 XYZ monster. Its effect is once per turn you clear the top card of your deck. Excavate it. If you call it right, you add it to your hand. If you call it wrong, it goes to the graveyard. And I think its other effect is when a Sylvan is, or when a card is sent to the graveyard, you target a card on the field and either A, put it on top or the bottom of their deck. So now flips Iron Wall. You know he has Soul Charge because he grabbed it off Curry Bandit. Yeah, he can make a Cyton. He has 2 level 4s in there. He has Lila and Raiden. Donnell must have either A, forgot about Exciton, or forgot about the Soul Charge. Now, one thing I will mention is this. Donnell doesn't play much hat, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And also, this was round 4 of our hat tournament, and Donnell played in the Edison tournament earlier, because our locals on Saturdays, we go from 2 p.m. is Edison, and at 7 p.m. we usually do hat, or a different format. We might actually change it up here soon, so stay tuned if you guys are interested. Let me know how you feel. We might change things up at the locals. We're always going to do Edison. It's too popular. It's the king of retro Yu-Gi-Oh! But anyways, here comes Exciton Night. Exciton Night! Exciton Night's effect is if your opponent controls more cards than you do on the field and in the hand, once per chain, quick effect during your main phase or your opponent's battle phase, destroy all the cards on the field. And also, your opponent takes no further battle damage for the rest of the turn. So yeah, Donnell's left with 1 card. If Donnell doesn't draw Soul Charge or Miracle Fur, I think he just concede. Because Lou, he can't do anything this turn because he's under Crimson Blader. But next turn, it might be over next turn. Nope, you can't Blader. You're under Crimson Blader for, until the end of the next turn. So, he takes no damage, so just pass. Pass and hope Donnell doesn't draw Soul Charge or Miracle Fur. That's your game plan, Lou. Oh, you can summon Tour Guide, but it does nothing. So Tour Guide. I mean, you can make Leviair, bring back one of your banished monsters. That helps. You can bring back Raiden, I guess, or Eclipse Wyvern. So he grabs the Tour Guide. So Leviair's effect is, I think he's going to Leviair. He goes Zen Mains too, but I think he's going to Leviair. Yep, here comes Leviair. Leviair's effect is you can attach a material, especially with level 4 or lower banished monster from either side of the field. I remember because you used to steal in the rabbit mirror match, during Dino Rabbit format, you would steal your opponent's rabbit. If they rabbit you first, then you just go summon Tour Guide, try to take their rabbit. Or bait out their Logia and then summon Tour Guide. So end phase, he moves for Raiden. Now let's see. Donnell, did you draw Soul Charge or Miracle Fur? If not, let's just go to the third game to save some time. Oh, he shows his hand. Why you offer the handshake? Y'all still got game 3. Donnell, you can't waste time with Sylvans, man. Especially, I know you both take forever to side deck. Lou and Donnell. I've played so much with Sylvans, and I don't want to go into time because I'm at a huge disadvantage in time. All right, so game 3, Donnell activates Charity, puts back Hermitry and the Princess Sprout. Summons Lone Fire. Lou has Maxine, but he doesn't use it on the Lone Fire. So I'm guessing, this is so confusing. Why didn't he chain it to Lone Fire? Maybe he was hoping to like. Oh, okay. So I think Donnell's making this play because they're in time. He's kind of like, screw it. We're getting close to time, so I'm just gonna go off and have you deal with my board. So he's going to bring out, but maybe he has Emptiness. He's just gonna make a big board, set Emptiness on Lou. All right. So he grabs the print, and he does not care how many cards he gives him off of Maxi. So Maxi, for those of you guys who may not know, it's a quick effect. During either player's turn, you can discard from your hand to the graveyard. For the rest of the turn, each time your opponent special summons a monster, you draw 1 card. So Donnell uses the princess. The princess excavates Sage Koya. Sage Koya, when it's excavated, you add a Sylvan Spore trap card from your graveyard to your hand. So he adds back the Sylvan Charity. Excavate. The princess draws 1 card, special summons the princess, and then uses the second Hermitry's effect. And this card is actually a little bit better than I thought. I don't think I have room to make it in my extra deck, but Donnell does. You need 2 level 3 8 monsters to XYZ summon it. Its effect is up to 3 times per turn. You can attach a material to draw 1 card. And if it's a monster, your opponent burns for 800. That's not bad, though. You get 2 Miracle Furts, so you are going to burn him for 800. Now, Donnell could have kept going if he wanted to, but it looks like he's just going to have the Miracle First or follow-up. I don't know. Why not just play the Miracle First? I guess you don't want to give him more cards, but Lose special summons Photon Thrasher. Normal summons Raiden. And here, Donnell's going to flip the Emptiness. See, this is why I think he did this. It's like, I got Emptiness. I got follow-up for next turn with... and now he allures. And again, they are getting close to time. And Sylvans is not a good deck. I mean, this is... Yeah, I don't know how Donnell has room for that card. The Sylvan extra deck is tight. There's so many rank 4s that I want to play, but they don't come up that often, or rank 3s. But I just don't have room, so I'm just... Donnell's extra deck's different than mine. I played 2 Arrayas and 2 Alces because Blackhorn's popular, and like I want to have the choice to be able to make the second Alce or the second Arraya. I know some people only play 1 Alce, but me, I like the second one in case of Warning. Blackhorn, I want to have the chance to make a second one. All right, so let's see. I'm pretty sure this match went into time. So right now, Lou is ahead. We'll see if Don... I mean, he can already attack over the Raiden, maybe? So Donnell Charities, it turns off his Emptiness. I guess I didn't mention Emptiness at all, but Emptiness's effect is neither player can special summon. It's a continuous trap card. If a card is sent from the field to the graveyard or deck to the graveyard, it destroys itself. So there's a Miracle Fur. Lou, breakthrough skills the Hermitry. We knew he had both Miracle Furs. Activates Hermitry. Lou with the second breakthrough skill. I'm surprised Donnell didn't attack. I mean, what are you afraid of? Mirror Force, I guess? But even if he Mirror Forces you, I think he should have just attacked. Okay, so he Phoenix Chains. And Lou is going to use Felgrand's effect. Attacks, and I believe Donnell wins in time here. So yeah, Felgrand's effect is once per turn you target 1 monster in the field. For the rest of the turn, it's unaffected by other card effects, and its effects negated. So yeah, Donnell wins. Congrats to Donnell making top 4 with Sylvans now. He and I will be facing in a Sylvan Mirror match in top 4, so we get a guaranteed Sylvan player in the finals. So yeah, all the bragging rights will be on the line between me and Donnell, because if I win, I'm taking Donnell's title. He calls himself, he's a self-proclaimed Sylvan Lord of the South. So yeah, that imaginary title's on the line in our match. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that match. Check out the link in the description. I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epic Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, one word, all caps. And yep, I'll see all you guys next time.